Apathy. The feeling of not being interested in or enthusiastic about something, or things in general. That word is the one I'd use to describe how I've felt about Halo in recent times. Halo was, and still is, a franchise I care deeply about. But these past few years, failure after failure, miss after miss, it's been hard to continue having hope. It feels like we're on the opening text scroll from Halo 3 ODST, but instead of the year being 2552 and humanity being on the verge of destruction, instead it's 2024 and Halo the franchise is on the brink of destruction. Be it Halo 5, Halo Infinite, or whatever the Halo TV series was. It feels like this franchise can't catch a break. I had serious hope for Halo Infinite. It was a game I thought would revitalize this franchise. I was clearly wrong. But I'm not here to talk about Halo's shortcomings in the past few years. Instead, I'm here to remember. Remember why I love Halo. When you think of Halo, you may think of the bombastic tracks that play, the explosions, the multiplayer, or any of that stuff. But before anything else, I'd like to talk about Halo's atmosphere. The sounds, the level design, the music, all of it just blends together so well. Looking at any of the Halo rings or Forerunner architecture just instills a feeling of wonder. Halo has so many different environments and locations that I love. Be it landing on Installation 04 for the first time, seeing the ring curve around that skybox, seeing the beautiful vistas of Delta Halo, or even just wandering the cool, jazzy streets of New Mombasa at night and hearing a phantom pass overhead. All of these locations just feel so immersive and alive. Usually when playing these games, most people don't take much time to slow down and just take in the sights and sounds of a level. Especially when you have whatever enemy, be it Covenant, Flood, sometimes your co-op teammates, or whatever else is trying to kill you get in your way. But when you take the time to slow down and take in the sights and sounds, especially in any Forerunner environment, you can really feel the grandeur and scale of it all. It makes you wonder, what happened in some of these places all those years ago? What were the Forerunners doing here? What are the Delta Halo ruins? We'll probably never know. But it's always fun to look around these areas and try to guess. Some of these places, while awe-inspiring, whilst beautiful, also give off a distinctly eerie liminal feeling. Halo Combat Evolved exhibits this to me the most. Whilst recording this video, I realized the audio design lends to this especially. When there's no music and no enemies around, it feels eerie. Those are just a few examples, but the game is rich in them. I'd encourage anyone just to load up a level, slow down a bit, maybe put on the Arachnophobia skull, and walk or fly around to different places in these levels. Find something you might not have seen before, or see things from a different perspective. It's a fun time, at least for me. When navigating these levels, you're not just moving through some video game geometry, but a living, breathing universe. A universe that has a ton of history, a lot of which isn't even covered in these games. A combination of the sights, sounds, and music all comes together to create an immersive experience, to give you a glimpse into this vast universe. The atmosphere in these games pulls me in, it makes me think, and it makes me want to explore these places and learn all I can. And all of that is why I appreciate the atmosphere and the thought and care put into crafting these levels. Something I've always loved about Halo is just how hopeful it is. Humanity is often portrayed in a lot of media as, what if we're the bad guys? Or what if humans are the true threat? Or just portraying humanity in a negative light in general. But in Halo, humanity is losing a war it can't hope to win. Loss after loss, setback after setback. And despite it all, we don't give up. We keep fighting. We keep going. And against all odds, even an ancient enemy that not even the Forerunners could defeat, we prevail. Even that aside, we've come so far in the Halo universe. Somehow the United Nations and the nations of Earth united together. We spread out across the stars and kept growing as a species. And even at our lowest point, we kept trying to persevere. No matter what, humanity didn't give up. We kept having hope. Hope that we'd somehow win an unwinnable war. Sure, humanity isn't perfect in the Halo universe, far from it. But isn't that just like how humanity is in the real world? We have our share of problems, but we have our positives as well. In Halo Reach, we see humanity losing firsthand. Losing hard. We watch as Noble Team dies off one by one. Unless you're June, and you just kind of fly off to the sunset. But one by one, we slowly see them all die. Slowly falling. Just like the planet Reach. For each victory we achieve, the Covenant pushes back twice as hard. In the end, not even the player, Noble Six, can escape their death. But in one last sacrifice, they stay on Reach and clear the way for the Pillar of Autumn to flee. And who is on board? Master Chief. While Reach may have fallen, we at least saved the Autumn, and by extension, kept Master Chief, our hope, alive. If I had to choose one character to represent hope in this series, it'd be Master Chief. Master Chief himself instills hope into the people around him, making people around him believe. I think there's no greater example of this than in the Halo 3 level, The Storm. When you go up to the injured civilians and after interacting with them, they get up and fight. The whole marketing for Halo 3 was believe. Believe in the Master Chief. Believe we can prevail. And having that belief worked. Against all odds, we won. That's something I feel like can be applied to real life. Believe you can prevail. Even in your darkest hour, have hope. Hope that everything will work out. Hope that you will be alright. And that there is a light at the end of the tunnel of whatever you're facing. Hope is so prevalent in Halo. Hope, humanity's tenacity, all of it. It's something I've always loved about this franchise. All that aside, though, I can talk about how atmospheric and hopeful Halo is, but at the end of the day, Halo is... Wait, what's that music? Oh, who am I kidding? Halo is awesome. Wait, what's that giant purple thing? Wait, is that Master Chief? What's he doing? He's getting on? Wait, the giant purple thing! It's exploding! Oh my gosh, Halo's such a cool guy. He kills the alien and truly doesn't afraid of anything. Okay, let's finally address the elephant in the room. Halo is just awesome. There's no better word for it. Playing as the Master Chief, you simply just feel awesome. You're the cool guy that kills alien and doesn't afraid of anything. Okay, being serious. There's so many great set pieces and encounters that just make you feel awesome. Be it fighting a scarab, challenging a brute chieftain to a 1v1, either of the Warthog runs, I can go on and on, but all of it just makes you feel simply awesome. A lot of things can fall under the awesome category for Halo, but I feel like this sort of deserves its own mini section. Halo is just fun. I could talk about Halo's themes, its atmosphere, its music, and how the games just make you feel awesome, but really at the end of the day, Halo is just plain fun. I have so many fond memories, so many fun memories of this franchise. In 2020, the Master Chief Collection was my go-to game. 343 could not have chosen a better time period to have re-released all these great games. Playing Halo Reach multiplayer every night in 2020 felt like I was being transported back in time 10 years. It was sort of surreal. But any of these games' multiplayers, be it the classic games and even Halo Infinite, are a blast. Be it Big Team Battle, SWAT, Firefight, or just normal plain old Slayer. It's all so much fun. If I had to choose some of my favorite memories though, it'd by far be the campaign co-op sessions. Halo co-op is an absolute blast, one of the best ways to experience the campaigns in my opinion. I've introduced so many people to this franchise through the campaign co-op. Without it, many of my friends would have never touched this series. If I had to choose some of my favorite times doing co-op in Halo, it'd probably be the achievements Annual in Halo 3 and Deja Vu in Halo 3 ODST. Both of these achievements require you to play Legendary 4-player co-op with the Iron Skull on, with Annual requiring you to beat the level Halo with everyone in Ghosts, and Deja Vu involving beating the level Coastal Highway without riding in a Warthog or Scorpion. At first glance, these two achievements may seem a bit annoying, especially if you're achievement hunting, but if you can get a group of 4 of your friends together, they're honestly a great time. Doing those 2 achievements really are some of my favorite experiences of all time in this series. The laughs, the fun, it's unforgettable. Sure, it may be frustrating if you keep dying and having to go back to the last checkpoint over and over and over again, but does that matter? Does it matter in the end if you're having fun overall? Spending time with friends, having a blast? There are so many things I could talk about with my memories of this franchise. Forge, any Halo co-op sessions, achievement hunting, any of it. It's a blast. Why did I make this video? Well, it all started about a month or 2 ago when I was looking at my Steam library, and then I saw it. That green 1000 hour helmet staring at me. It had been a while, but I thought, it's summer, I have the time, why not boot it up? While playing, I discovered I still enjoyed these games, that I still loved them. But the current state of the franchise, the atmosphere of the community, everything had made me feel apathetic. Despite it all, however, buried beneath all that apathy was still a small spark of my love for these games. Even if Halo as a franchise never reaches the peaks it once did all those years ago, even if it never returns to how it once was, nothing will ever take away my positive experiences or my memories of this franchise. I made this video to remind myself why I love this franchise, why I fell in love with it, and why I will never forget it.